What's up, YouTube? Video number 2 coming through. I'm trying to show you some updates on my man cave that I made over the last week or so. Since the last video posted, I wanted to kind of document my journey. As I mentioned before, is that I've been studying man caves on YouTube, and I've been seeing a lot of man caves that are already completed, and you kind of wonder like, wow, that must have cost a lot of money, whatever. But what I wanted to do is kind of show you from conception through completion. I mean, this is going to be a long endeavor, but kind of show you the progress. If you missed the first video, go back and watch that. You can see where I began into where I am now. So without further ado, we'll get to the video. Added some artwork to the wall, Legends of Hip Hop. About 5-6 years ago, I attended the Legends of Hip Hop concert down in Detroit. Houdini, Big Daddy Kane, Sugar Hill Gang. It was just an amazing concert. So what I did is took the picture and then took it when I was in Africa. I had an artist that painted it for me. And he did a lot of the paintings that you're going to see here throughout the man cave. So I added some artwork to the wall. Popcorn machine, haven't ran it yet. Still got to get that up and running, but I positioned that. Moving over to the kitchen and the bar area. Added just a few more. The Crown Royal, figure crowns for kings. So that's kind of my signature drink right there. If you got some other drinks that you recommend that I put in there, then I'll do that. I did add the Maker's Mark based on the last comments. I had some in there, but it was pretty empty, so I just got another one and restocked it. So if you got any other updates that you recommend or a drink that I should try, feel free to leave a comment and we'll get to that. Obviously, was able to get the TVs and going. There's no sports, so it really can't be a sports bar yet. So until we come out of this quarantine, other TV there. My man Bob Marley, you know, I had to add him to the wall for the man cave. You know, he says no woman, no cry. So I guess no woman, that means it's in the man cave. So just a classic artist, and you know, I had to have him as a signature piece. And of course, you know, you got the Scarface on the blinds. We went over that, so that's not a new addition. But what you will know as a new addition is the little gaming arcade. Had to add an arcade game down here for the game room. Pac-Man is on the table, but there's like 415 games, 416 games on there. Got the Donkey Kong, all the Frogger, the old school games and stuff you used to play. So that is an addition since the last one. And since I was right off the river, I seen this little sign and I thought it'd be cool, just relax and enjoy river life. So significant. This is a peace place where peace and happiness is. So no stress, no fuss, just relax and enjoy the river. Man, Jimi Hendrix, one of the greatest men to ever pick up a guitar. So, I mean, he had his issues, but we all do. And we'll talk about some of those on this channel. So we'll continue to go around. Actually lit the wood burning stove. I'm in Michigan, so Michigan weather is kind of funny. It was nice, 60, 70 degrees last week, and then yesterday had flurries. So I got it nice and warm down here and get it situated. That's outside. Over in this corner, MJ. Add MJ to the wall, the great. This is it. You know, exudes excellence. You know, I'm talking about the music portion of him. Probably second to none as far as an entertainer. One of the greatest entertainers that ever lived. Prince, Party Like It's 1999. You know, classic. Erotic City. You know, had to, you know, have the all-time great. You know, Prince was one of those guys that when I was coming up, he used to throw concerts on TV and we couldn't watch it because it was X-rated, because he did some crazy shit, but he was a good artist. The other addition, what I did, I added the wine cooler separate from the bar, and I actually just joined the wine club, so they send me a few bottles each month, and it gives me a chance to taste different ones and see what I like, and then I can rate it. I'm not going to say the name of the company because they're not sponsoring anything, and they haven't paid me anything, so I'm not going to even put their name out there yet. But get with me. If you want to do some sponsorship, I can accept that. All right, you seen the pool table. Go over to the theater room. We won't go in there yet, but I did add the sign to the top. You know, cinema. Enjoy the show. We'll get into that in a little bit later, but I'll go around and do some more of the things that I've built so far. Added to Biggie. You know, for those who think about running in here uninvited, you better go listen to Biggie Warning. And that's your warning. So this is your official warning. Right next to Biggie, obviously one of the greatest artists that ever existed in hip hop. Gone too soon, Tupac, the greatest, one of my favorite artists of all time. So you know I had to have him on the wall. And of course, last year, just about 13 months ago, this guy left Nipsey Hussle. So I had to represent the victory lap, make sure, you know, talk about black excellence and building up wealth for your community and a sense of community. That's him right there. So what's significant about him is like he went through a lot of bad things in his life, and he started to transition and turn it around. And some of the people from his old life, you know, obviously reappeared, and that's how it be. Sometimes it be the people that you know that'll be plotting on your downfall. So you just got to be careful who you with. A little less stock in the refrigerator since the last week because some of these setbacks have been driving me to drink. So we'll get into that as we get into the next room. Just give you an overview of it. I got the lights on the bottom so you can see that. All right, let's go into the theater room where most of the setbacks have come at. Obviously got my couch in here, sectional. Finally got it moved up out of storage. The room was painted. Obviously, this used to be a white room with a white ceiling. And got it black. No pictures on the wall. Drop down in the comments what you think I should do as a theme. I'm thinking about doing this as a Marvel room, just making sure I have all the characters up there. You know, obviously I want a Hulk, you know, get the Black Panther up there, so some others, and we'll just see how that goes. But here we go. Got the stereo in, and I thought I was going to be able to display my TV, but look at that. That's an 82-inch TV, smart TV. Had it all hung up on the wall, thinking that it was going to be all good, and plugged it up, and this is what I seen. Crazy. So that's part, I guess, of the major setback on this. So who knows how long that's going to be before I can get that returned and replaced. I had it delivered like 3 days ago, and it was hung up the same day, and we plugged it in, and obviously it didn't work. So I'm going through the return process, and it's been slow moving getting that done. So it may be another week, 2 weeks before I hear back from them, especially with all this COVID stuff going on, and we'll see how that goes. But that's how it be sometimes. You know, you start making progress, and then you start thinking you're further along than what you are, and you start getting excited about things, and I guess that's life for you, and that's kind of been my life as well. So my journey has been a detour journey, so it hasn't been a smooth one. It's been one of a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that's been going wrong. A lot of the great artists on the wall, as we indicated, came across those same paths. So if you're working on something and you start getting a setback and you start recognizing delays, you got to understand that's part of the process. It's all part of the process. It's not delayed. I was just reading the book, and it talked about the obstacle is the way. And a lot of people get frustrated when they start looking at life and they come across something and it challenges them and it's not going along according to their plan, and they thinking that if it was meant to be, it'd be easy. But the reality of it is that the difficulty is to shift through those who don't really want it. And then I'm talking about building the man cave, and it's not about wanting the man cave, but I think there's a parallel in life as well. So that being said, I did get my stereo hooked up, so I don't own the rights to this music, but I'll kind of give you a preview. Let's see if I can find an instrumental or something to put on. Wait, there you go. Let's see.
You used to call me on my.
Here's some of the sound.
You used to.
Got the bowls going.
Yeah.
A little
You
subwoofer.
used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my
I don't know who that is. I think it's a parody.
I know when the hotline ring.
That's a mother bite.
You know you mean one thing.
Let's see if I can get another one on there. But anyway, it's just something you can hear. But I'll give you an update. Maybe once I get a new picture, or if I end up going a different direction. I'm actually thinking about switching to a projector to avoid this very problem right here. So if something goes wrong, I can replace the bulb. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Replace TV or go with the projector, and I'll give you an update once I start making progress. Deuces, be safe.